guys, so last night I was able to start the process of creating the pattern for the puffin. It'll be my second pattern that I've ever created. I'm very excited about it. I've been thinking about this for so long. So I was able to start with the head. Here's what I've got so far. It took me forever and it's still not where I want it. I was trying to get the color changes right around here and the size. It took me like an hour to finally get this the way I liked it, and then I realized after, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, I really think that I actually want to create the body and then the head together, and then you crochet in the beak, because I want him to be able to stand up and be firm and not have a floppy head. Originally I was thinking I would create the head and crochet in the body and then go from there, but I think it would be a lot better if I make the body and the head together and then crochet the beak onto the head. I also think it would give it that more like separate look that puffins kind of have, like it's this separate beak. So anyway, I did all this just to realize that none of it matters, but I was able to start the little wings, and oh my soul, they're gonna be so cute. The plan is to have a smaller body, like maybe like this big, and then the little wings go on. And I'm going to work on creating the legs next. So I was kind of stuck on how to do the legs, so I stopped, but I've kind of figured out what I think I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna play around with it either now or a different day. But I've got the wings. I love how the wings turned out. The size is perfect, and I mentally have what I want to do with the body. I just have to figure it out, get the sizing right, get the color changing right, so that you have that classic like puffin right there. So that is what is next. But I am overall happy. I want him to be tiny. I don't want him to be really big. I want him to be quick to work up, a nice market make, so no sew, and just overall small and cute. And then also, which I'm super excited about, at the end he's gonna have a little hat. I'm trying to decide. I don't know if he should just get like a hat that sits on him, if he should get a little bonnet, figuring that out. And he's gonna probably get a little scarf too, because I think it's so cute when they have little accessories. So anyway, that is where I'm at. It is a process. Okay guys, I wanted to get on here real quick and give you an update. I have been working on the puffin, and I was able to work on, I think I showed you the wings, and I did the feet. I was working on the body, and I was trying to attach, I'm trying to figure out how I want to attach them, but I really don't like the way the feet came out. They just weren't looking the way that I want them to, so I redid them. And they are way more along the lines of what I want, and I think they're going to be a little bit tinier, which is even better, and I think it will be more proportional to the rest of the body. So I had to redo that. It's been probably a day or two since I last told you where I was at, so I have been working on that pretty fairly often. I have some pattern tests and stuff that I'm a part of too, but for the most part, I am still working on this. I will need to pause to work on my son's fall sweater for a video, so I don't know how much I will be able to get done, but I've been really enjoying this, so I've been kind of pushing off the sweater making so I can make this pattern. So we will see what I will get to, but next will be starting the body and trying to get it to look the way that I want. Okay guys, it is the next day, and I have to show you, look. Oh my soul, look at how stinking adorable. I am absolutely in love with the way this pattern is turning out. I was really worried that these color changes would be like a pain, but they haven't been. Well, dare I say that, then I'm gonna jinx it, but so far it's been really good. Look at how cute. I am in love. So it's going to be like this, so it's all worked up. Once you crochet the legs in, the tail in, the wings in, and then you're gonna finish it, and then I'm gonna have it so that you surface crochet the beak on. Hopefully that goes well. I know with surface crocheting sometimes like the placement can get a little weird, so I'll have to figure out how to write that so that it's good and clear. But he's so little and so cute. I'm in love. I think this is gonna be so cute. And then I'm gonna get to work on his little accessories, his little hat. My goal is to do 2 kinds of hats, a little bonnet, a regular hat, and then a little scarf. I'm not quite sure yet with the scarf how I want to do it. I think I want it all to be in blanket yarn or weight 6 yarn. I have specific weight 6 yarn for the hat that's a different texture than blanket yarn, which I'm really excited about the colors I got. But I'm not quite sure if I want the scarf to be the same, or I might end up doing that in like worsted weight or just regular blanket yarn. I don't know yet. I haven't figured that out yet. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I just wanted to show you that I am loving how he is turning out. I think he's so cute. Also, I was really worried about the color changes on the side, and so far it's been looking really good. You're getting that like beak. Also, don't mind my nails. You're getting that like side like profile of a puffin that I was a little worried about getting. So fingers crossed it stays this good as I finish it, and I will keep you guys updated. Okay, also I wanted to get on here real quick and share kind of my goals and dreams. I shared a little bit more in a different video about how I wanted to start focusing on Bible themed patterns as well. But even before that, months ago, for a while, I've been thinking about and kind of inspired by, as silly as this is, my son's toys. So the whole puffin pattern that I have is inspired from this book, a specific page in this book. I will go ahead and put the picture up here. As soon as I saw that, I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I thought they were so cute, and I wanted to make a puffin because I've never seen a ton of puffin patterns. Anyway, so there was that. I also, this book is what has inspired me. As silly as it is, each page has a different theme. So they have farm and savannah, desert, polar. And I thought, how cool would it be to have like my Etsy set up so you have different folders, and you just have perfect no-sew patterns for all of these different themes, like an ocean pattern theme, polar and desert. I think that's so cute. I feel like you find like good creators who are kind of your style. Like I feel like there aren't a ton of no-sew plushie creators, and maybe I just haven't found them yet. I'm sure there probably are, but would love to be able to do that. I want them all to still be like good quality, so I don't know if I'd be able to actually get through all of that because it does take a lot of time to do patterns and stuff. But I was inspired by that, and I thought it would be so cute. And I love no-sew patterns, and I specifically like them being plushies. That's my personal preference. I think they're really cute. I think my son likes them more like that, but that is like what is inspiring me to create more patterns, and then maybe also in tandem or before or after, I don't know, in between, doing also Bible themed patterns. I don't know, there's a lot of ideas. I don't know if I'd even be able to get through all of it, but that's where I'm thinking, that's where my thoughts are going, and just stay tuned. Maybe that's where we'll be in a few years. Off I go to make a sweater and a pattern. So here he is finished. I'm like not 100% sure I like his head right now, because I feel like the whole puffin, their body's bigger and then their head is tinier. I don't want him to be too like disproportional or like uneven, but I think an extra round of single crochet instead of decreasing it, so there's like a little bit of a straight, and I might end up going through and getting rid of that and reworking the color change so it's earlier that it cuts over, so you can still have the prominent like cut down. I don't know, I'm gonna leave it like this and look at it, but it's definitely not like, I'm not loving it as much as I love the body, so I think I'm gonna redo it. I think it would look cuter if his head is just a little ball or just a little tinier. I don't know, it's not speaking to me right now, but I'm gonna think on it because I would have to redo all the color changes here and everything. But I think I'm gonna keep him how he is and rework a second one and try to get a bunch of pictures for my pattern so that I don't have to keep remaking him all the time, and I can get hopefully most of the pictures I would need for my pattern. But we'll see. I'm gonna work on something else and think about think about it, think about how I want to do them, but he's still so cute. So the lighting is a bit rough right now because it is the afternoon, almost dinner time. But I just wanted to share, I'm working on my puffin. So this is what I have had so far. And I'm trying to redo the face. It's been so long since I've worked on it, which is probably bad because I kind of forget everything I was thinking. But anyway, I'm currently, let me just finish this. I'm currently reworking the head so the shape looks a little bit better, which I think I put in the last video that you probably saw, which for you is no time at all, but for me it's been a long time. So there is that. Let me just show you where I'm at. So I just finished reshaping the head, and I've saved both patterns because I'm gonna work the beak on both of these heads just to see which one I like better, because I may end up liking the original head better. But look it. I don't know how I feel about it because so you can see, I think I like this one better, but we're gonna have to wait and see how he looks with the beak on there, because I think that will really change it. I might end up having to rework the color changes just a little bit more so it comes down just a little bit more, because I think I was kind of going the old pattern that is supposed to go higher. So we'll see. I definitely think the shape though definitely fits better with a puffin. I might just need to rework the coloring a little bit, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put the beaks on and try to work that part of the pattern after I take pictures of these cuties, and we'll see how we go from there. But I'm really excited. I really want, once I finish the beak, if I end up reworking the color change, that would be kind of annoying because then I have to remake a whole other one. So I don't know, we'll see. Work on making the hats. So I still got a bit of work to do. So, and this is in the middle of while I'm working on custom orders and markup prepping. So I might end up pausing again. We'll see. I feel like I should rework the color changes a little bit more so that it comes down a little more. I don't know. I'm going to have to look at a picture of a puffin again because I've been using a picture of a puffin as my guideline for the color changes and just in general everything. So we'll see. Anyway, so that is where I'm at. Hey guys, it is Tuesday now. I wanted to share that I was working on the hat, and my goal is to have 2 style hats and a scarf. Let me show you where I'm at with him too. I finished him, his little eyes. I am in love with him. I love the way he turned out. I'm definitely gonna keep him this way. I think he's perfect. I was working on making hats in the bulky weight yarn because my goal was to do bulky weight yarn so that it was really quick to work up the accessories. All that to say, they are cute, but they're like, I was having issues with this hat. So I worked this hat up like twice. Still was just not happy with the way it looked. And I realized along with this hat too, like it was just not setting right with me. They're cute, like there's nothing wrong with them, but I decided that as much as I wanted to work this in the bulky weight yarn, and like I bought special yarn for it, I love this yarn, I think doing the accessories in the worsted weight yarn is going to be best because it just creates that different, and like, okay, so look, just look. It fits just way better. It's not as bulky. Obviously it's not done, but I think it just creates that classic look a little bit more than the bulky weight yarn. I think the bulky weight yarn just doesn't fit as well and seamless, and having the different textures creates more of a cozy feel, more of a professional look. So anyway, we're gonna do it in the worsted weight yarn, a decent amount of colors in the worsted weight yarn. So that's okay. So I'm actually getting really excited, and I think I'm going to make a handful more of accessories, not like all the same style, but just different colors. Because this is going to be his little hat like that. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be so cute. Anyway, so that is my plan. That is what I'm working on now. And then once I'm done that, my goal is, I think it will be done. We'll see. I will keep you guys updated. So, but I love the way he turned out. I think he's so cute. So I'm going to finish all the accessories, and then probably try to get my tester call up and out there and the pattern finalized. And then I will probably work up another one while either the tester call is running or my testers are also testing theirs. We'll see. But anyway, I would like to make up at least one more before I release the pattern completely. But I'm so happy with how he turned out. He's so cute. Oh, I love him. Okay guys, this is the final. I have just been working on the hats and it took me a little while. I redid the hats like 1,000 times it feels like, but I finally think I'm finally done. And look, here he is. I am so excited. So this is his one outfit. Then here's his other outfit. He's so cute. Oh my gosh, I just can't. And then last outfit. There's two different hat styles. There's also this hat. It's just in different colors. One last style. So you have two styles of hats. The little pom-pom classic hat and then the vintage style hat and then a little scarf. And so I've just made two different kinds of scarves. So you can really have fun and play around with this pattern so much because of all the different little hats and accessories. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. He is no sew and he's pretty tiny. This is bulky weight blanket yarn in 6.5 millimeter hook and super quick to work up, super tiny, stands and sits, or I should say sits on his own. His little tail pushes him up along with his feet that balance him, and he just sits and enjoys the show. So anyway, here he is, and I am officially done with him. I have loved creating him. After this, now I think I'm gonna work on my third pattern. I'm not gonna share with you. I'm gonna wait because the next one that I have the idea for is going to be a very Christmas-based pattern. And so I need to get it done before Christmas. It's gonna be smaller. So I think I'll be able to work it up very quickly, but I'm not 100% sure. So if I don't get it done, I might end up having to wait till next Christmas because I don't wanna do it past the season. I don't think it will do as well. So anyway, I'm gonna work on my next pattern now. Okay guys, this is post everything. I did a final run through before I send the pattern out to testers. I opened up the tester call, everything's final, and I did it and everything looked twisted on the head. Like the head was coming up on an angle and I was freaking out. Also, if you can hear the TV in the background, my son is watching a show. I'll show you. So I made it and look. And I think that's how it was on the first one, but I just didn't realize like his beak is definitely, his head is tilted this way. If you can see that there, which I think in the first one it was kind of like that. I don't know. I think I kind of made the beak bigger or something. I don't know. But I'm freaking out. So I wanted to rework the body to see if I could fix that. I need to get this done before testers get this pattern and before my tester call closes. So I currently just worked up and figured it out, I think. I just did the body because I wanted to be able to try to fix this without having to work up all the extra pieces because it would just take a lot longer to get it all done. But here we go. I'll show you what I've got so far. Now, I think when I attach everything, I redid this side to fit more in line with this, the way this is. So I think it's hard to tell on the camera because the white sides are, you can't see, they go too far back. But I think it's way better. I'm gonna go ahead and crochet the beak on and see if I like that, and then probably have to do a full another run through just to see if I like this with all of the pieces on there for my testers get it on Monday. This is going to be my weekend project along with market prepping for next weekend. That's okay. It's okay. We're all working through it, but that's what I'm probably going to try to work on ASAP so that I can get that finalized. But I just want to get on and share that because that was kind of a major thing and I'm freaking out a little bit. So hopefully this guy works out better. I mean, he's still cute. He's just definitely like, I want it to be perfect. I'm going to shift it just a little bit, but it's not that easy to do because it's not just the beak placement. It's like the whole white part is like twisted. That's the problem. Like I'm centering the beak. The beak is fine. See, you can see it right here on him. His body is facing you perfectly and his head is tilted. And it's not the beak's fault. It's like I centered the beak to the head. It's the head's fault. So anyway, this is my little mock-up. I've written down exactly what I did, and I added that in addition to pattern so I could still have the original. I'm gonna work it all up, and hopefully this will work and this will be way better. So I will keep you guys updated. Okay guys, it is the next day and I worked through it and we're good. Here he is. Here's the official final. He was quicker to work up than I was worrying about. So it is Friday now, so this video is going out tomorrow morning, hopefully. But here is the official final look. I love the way he turned out. His face is perfectly centered now. Everything is in line, so that is good. So that is where we're at. So you're gonna watch the outro video that I filmed before all of this now. The tester call is going up tomorrow, so if you're watching this, it should be, I think, at least a couple more days to apply if you'd like to test this pattern. The video will be going up Saturday, and the tester call will close Tuesday. So if you are still watching this before that, go ahead and apply through my Instagram. The link will be in the description. And if you are late to watching this, then the pattern might already be live and it will be available in my Etsy. It took a long time to get here, but I'm very happy with how he turned out, and I'm so excited to make more for my next market and have a bunch of different little accessories for him too. So if you have made it this far, subscribe to my channel and like this video. My goal is to hit 100 followers by the end of the year. I will talk about everything crochet, markets or market recaps, pattern, and is to continue making more patterns. I'm probably doing videos and taking you along the creative process with me, so stay tuned for that. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any more crochet content from me. And thank you so much for watching. If you have made it this far and you watched the whole video, go ahead and leave a little penguin emoji in the comments. He's technically a puffin, but there is no puffin emoji. So go ahead and leave a little penguin emoji in the comments so I know that you watched the whole way through. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next week.